Lugnut to Dropshot. I have located an access point. Area is secure for arrival.
Report.
Just as our scan said, the energy signature is emanating from underground. We can access it through this abandoned tunnel.
My god, Dropshot, it's sentient. It can think for itself.
Watch your mouth, Wreckage. He's thick, but he's sensitive. Lugnut, if you would be so kind. Time's wasting, Decepticons. Let's go.
Big deal, Dropshot. He got the promotion he wanted.
It's a big step up for him, you have to admit. He's gone from minor command role to second in command of the Decepticons. Come on, Wreckage. Even you must have noticed things are very different around here, right?
Ours not to reason why.
Oh, don't give me that passive scrap. We've been assigned to Shadow for, what, a month? How much do you know about him?
He's been with the Decepticons since the Cataclysm, right? Never held a command position until Garrus 9. That's why we were assigned to him.
He's never caught the attention of Megatron or the Triumvirate before, has he?
Well, never for the right reasons. What I heard, they didn't think he had what it took to bust into G9.
So, after 40,000 years of stagnation in the Decepticon ranks, all of a sudden he's usurped Starscream and being drowned in praise by Megatron?
Hey, if someone gave me a little thingamajig that meant I could instantly heal from fatal wounds, I'd be pretty darn happy with him.
But a promotion? That high? There's more going on here than meets the...
I have found something!
A rock, perhaps?
There's the shard. Wait, what's that?
A Cybertronian vessel.
Wow, he's on a roll.
That's an old Cybertronian runabout from the Golden Age. What in the Chaos Bringer's name is a ship like that doing on this mud?
Doesn't look like it's been here long. A few days at most. It crashed recently.
That's impossible. The Obsidian would have picked it up on sensors. And look at the rocks around it. It's been buried for thousands of years.
You see any insignia? Autobot? Decepticon? Maraudicon?
Nothing obvious.
This conversation is irrelevant. Our priority is retrieving the shard for Lord Megatron. Glory to the Emperor of Destruction!
Let that stop!
What just happened? Is he dead?
That's a pleasant thought, but I don't think so. He's just frozen in place. Not so hasty, Wreckage. I have a feeling that Lugnut's immobility is related to our quarry. You got slicers too, Hickey?
This thing?
He said it's meant to make retrieving these things easier and nullify their effects. I stopped listening when he started explaining the science behind it.
Well, let's see if it works.
It was here! I saw it!
It's here, you thick-bolted moron.
Come on, let's take a look at this ship.
Knock, knock.
Smell that? Burnt circuits and metal. You were right. This was recent.
The pilot's out cold. Some minor injuries, especially on the cranial chamber. Again, recent.
Access the computer and check the chronometer. I feel a theory coming together.
Huh.
What?
It's off a bit.
How much is a bit?
About 14 million years.
14 million?
Just a bit.
Then my theory's right. The shard affects time within a certain radius.
Well, obviously. Any idea who this guy might be?
No, but the ship logs might tell us something. See if you can bring those up.
This is the earliest log I could pull up. Date puts it at about 10 million years before the war.
Ship's log. My name is Cyclonus, and I am the sole surviving member of the Circle of Light. I have set course for the Alcaris anomaly, just outside the Cybertron system. Hopefully, one of the random exit points in the wormhole will spit me out far from here. And Black Shadow. I've secured the Terminus Blade fragment on my ship, but I have no idea how long I will have to protect this relic from him. I just need to keep moving and stay alert. I cannot fail my brothers and sisters. Diatlas, Retroshock, Outrigger, Astronomus Magnus, Zenith, all of my friends. I cannot, will not, let their deaths be in vain.
Well, this is news.
He knows Black Shadow. And whatever this Circle of Light is, it's connected to these Terminus Blade pieces. Was Shadow also part of this group?
Play another.
There's like 1 million years of logs here.
Then skip a couple.
Ship's log. I've been on the move for long enough to barely remember what Cybertron looks like. It pains me that I cannot return, no matter how sentimental I feel. I stopped off briefly on Nebulos to refuel and resupply. I found some of the vendors there to be resourceful, if not a little extortionate. And they've been able to outfit my ship with additional weaponry, which will be advantageous should Black Shadow catch up again. Hyperflux cannons, heavy Voltronic turrets, even a full-space warhead. My continued exposure to the Shard's radiation has had some sort of effect on me. I know exactly where it is, but it's as if I can sense its location, feel where it is, and I can feel the others calling to me too. My current course should take me to the location of the remaining Terminus Blade fragments. ETA, approximately 3 days. Scrap! He found me!
I ain't seen one of those in years. How'd it get down here?
Scrap, they beat us to the shard.
Got a plan, kid?
Patience. Wait for our moment.
Millions of years on the run. I suppose my luck could only last me so long. Weapons offline, shields offline, engines shot to pieces. Black Shadow found me, took the shard. I did everything I could, exhausted my entire arsenal, but it wasn't enough. The full space warhead may not have destroyed him, but it has certainly delayed him. Where it has taken Black Shadow I cannot tell, but the further away from this planet, the better. In the meantime, I've done what I can to make sure I stay on course for the other fragments' location. Perhaps I may not have completely failed the circle, but if I have, may Primus forgive me.
Wow. Talk about a history lesson.
So this is what Black Shadow was up to before the war. Why do I get the sneaking suspicion that this shard hunt is more important to him than Megatron?
That's as may be. But what do we do with this guy?
Where am I? Who are you? Answer me!
Lugnut, stand down!
Who are you?
Cyclonus, calm down and listen. I am Dropshot, this is Wreckage and Lugnut.
Where am I? This is not Cybertron. Why am I here?
You are on the planet Earth, and have been for several million years. We are known to the Circle of Light, and your master, Diatlas. We are friends.
Diatlas? Is he with you? I would be glad to see him again.
Diatlas has been dead.
Quiet, Wreckage. Let me handle this. I understand this is a lot for you to take in. We can explain everything in detail to you once we return to our ship. Our medics shall attend to your injuries and ensure your full recovery.
Why are we taking this guy back to the Obsidian?
Better with us than the Autobots. Cyclonus is clearly suffering from amnesia, probably incurred from the crash. He still thinks Diatlas is alive. We need to find out how much he knows on our terms.
And if he recognizes Black Shadow?
A risk we'll have to take, and one I'm sure we can deal with. Lugnut, take the Terminus Blade Shard and signal the Obsidian for a space bridge.
What did she say?
We can't let them leave with that shard.
How did you do that?
Don't know.
Who are they?
Our enemies, the Autobots. They may have reinforcements. We should move quickly.
What the hell?
It wasn't me.
Where did the Decepticons go? When did that happen?
Cup, you see anything? Cup, you with us?
Oh, Diatlas, my friend. You said it was just a legend. The shards we're after. We know they're powerful and Buckethead wants them for some reason. But until now, we haven't known what the shards are from. They're pieces of an ancient weapon called the Terminus Blade.
How much do you know about this blade?
Very little. All I know is it's older than me, if you can believe that. And we're dealing with something that can rip the fabric of the universe asunder.
Easy, Lieutenant. We can explain everything. Right now, this bot needs medical attention.
What have you told him? Talk quickly.
I never thought I would see you again, old friend. Welcome to the Obsidian, Cyclonus.
Pardon me. I do not believe we've met.
Your memory core suffered extreme trauma in the crash. It's possible that both your long and short-term memory have been affected.
I am Megatron, commander of this vessel and leader of the Decepticons.
I'm indebted to you and your men for your assistance and hospitality, Megatron.
Leave us.
I understand that a lot has happened in my absence.
Indeed. Much has changed since the days of Nova Prime. What do you remember before awakening aboard your ship?
Nothing of the crash, nor of what brought me to this planet. I remember. The Circle, yes. The Circle of Light. A secret group who were the only living Cybertronians who knew the truth. Diatlas brought us together to retrieve and protect the fragments of the Terminus Blade, wherever they may be in the universe.
The Terminus Blade, yes. And what do you recall of the legend?
The earliest Cybertronians, led by Nova Prime, had freed themselves from the Quintesson's dominion, had made a vow to stay free as their own masters. As the legend goes, the Terminus Blade was forged by an ancient called Desarus millions of years ago, after the end of the Quintesson's reign, to ensure that Cybertron would never again be subjugated. Diatlas and the Ancients took it, not trusting Desarus with its immense power, and sent it into deep space. But Desarus followed it, determined to have the power he desired. Eventually, the blade crashed on this world, the impact tearing a hole in space-time and shattering it into 7 fragments. Desarus realized how powerful the weapon was, and was able to retrieve the hilt piece before the Ancients apprehended him. One of the Ancients, Megatron, used the power of his greatsword to close the breach, but despite their best efforts, they could not locate the remaining fragments.
What happened to Desarus?
Desarus was imprisoned on the event horizon of a black hole to spend eternity as penance. It is unlikely he still lives today. But I must ask, your soldier Dropshot told me you were known to the Circle and Atlas. What exactly did she mean? Do you know what happened to them?
We were betrayed by one of our own.
You were one of the Circle? Forgive me, I do not recall you.
Not at all. I was one of a few newer members inducted into the Circle. As time passed, Diatlas began recruiting newer, younger blood, people he believed he could trust. Unfortunately, one misled him. The Autobot warlord Optimus Prime. He had long coveted the power of the blade, and his desire led to all-out war that destroyed our home.
A Prime? I did not think them capable of such treacherous acts.
The matrix of leadership became no more than a trinket by the end of Nova Prime's reign. Optimus was Prime in name alone.
But how did this escalate into total war?
During his search throughout the galaxy for the shards, Optimus discovered Desarus, long believed dead, imprisoned where his brothers had left him. Though weak in body, Desarus was cunning, and played to Optimus's secret desires, telling him of the powers stored within the weapon, and convincing him to make a move against the Circle. He returned to Cybertron, and killed any who stood in his way, including Diatlas and all of the Circle members save us. You fled the battle and crashed on this world.
I left my brethren to die?
No. I told you to run. I did not wish to see more of my brothers executed. After that, armies were raised, the Autobots and Decepticons, and Optimus's quest for absolute power devastated our homeworld. Fortunately, the false Prime is slain, but his underlings still have teeth. Cybertron is dead, Cyclonus. The Decepticon cause is the same as the Circle of Light. We will find these shards, vanquish the Autobots, and avenge our homeworld. We would be honored if you would join us in this mission.
If your goals remain true to those of the Circle, Megatron, my sword is at your disposal. Together, we shall avenge our dead and save the universe from this Autobot scourge.
I am satisfied enough with Cyclonus' amnesia to allow him to join our crew.
He is a competent warrior. Nevertheless, we should err on the side of caution. We are fortunate he did not recognize me when he arrived, but we do not know what might trigger a resurgence of memories.
An alias would be effective in reducing the possibility of recall.
Very inspired. Inform the crew that I must be referred to as Sky Shadow in Cyclonus' presence. How did he take the cover story I devised?
Like a Sharkticon to the bait.
Excellent. After all, if one is to conceive a functional lie, must there not be an element of truth to it?